I am Greg Grant, Smith County horticulturist with the Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service, and today we're going to talk about post oak decline. It's been quite a trendy topic here lately because there's a good chunk of Texas that falls within the ecoregion known as the post oak savanna. Runs from south central Texas all the way up to northeast Texas, basically the same area that the Carrizo-Wilcox Aquifer is. And so it's a widely known for being around College Station on up to east of Dallas. Here in Smith County, about two-thirds of Smith County falls within the post oak savanna ecosystem. So what is post oak savanna ecosystem? It's an ecosystem known for a couple of different oak trees, the post oak, Quercus stellata, also the blackjack oak. Not much else other than cedar trees and Yopon holly and some grasses and whatnot. Unfortunately, lots and lots of people have moved into the post oak savanna. And of course, we all want our pretty yards and landscapes. And so what we end up doing is putting down sod, putting down turf like St. Augustine, which needs a good bit of water. We want azaleas and camellias, gardenias. They need a good bit of water. Of course, we have driveways and we have parking lots and we have highways. Problem is, post oaks, out of all the oak trees, are the most particular about not liking disturbance. The post oak savanna is known for about 25 inches of rainfall. They don't like irrigation. They don't like you standing on them, parking on them, putting down sod, putting down water, putting down fertilizer. And so they go into a decline when you mess with them. And so all over Texas, post oaks are suffering for multiple reasons. One of them is disturbance. So if you do dozer work, if you park cars underneath them, you put sidewalk or asphalt or concrete over them. If you put in sod, which sod comes with a layer of a black clay from the Gulf Coast. And the post oak savanna is known for this sandy loam soil. So you put that layer of a black clay over there, it kind of seals off the oxygen. And so anything that reduces oxygen, because they're used to well-drained soils, they'll go into decline. College Station is famous for brand new neighborhoods full of turf, full of homes, and full of dead post oaks because they don't like being messed with. Also, we've had a couple of really traumatic climate events. So, 2021, it got really, really cold. Huge surprise that cold damaged post oak trees. The following summer was a severe drought. So the ones that were damaged with their plumbing inside died in the drought. So post oaks all over Texas dying, and everybody's wondering, is it insects? Is it disease? No, it's not insects or disease. It's mostly changing of land use. And so post oaks don't like to grow in irrigated lawns. They don't like to grow in flower beds. Here we are in the shade garden at the Tyler Botanic Garden, full of azaleas and camellias and gardenias, which are from sort of subtropical Asia in a moist climate. Post oaks like dry, well-drained soils and don't like disturbance. We've got sidewalks, we've got azaleas, we've got flower beds, we've got irrigation. They don't like any of that. And so if you move in on top of post oaks, they're not going to be happy. What they are used to is native grasses spread way far apart, regular fires, and so we've got fire suppression all over the state now because humans don't like fire. Well, post oak evolved thick bark to tolerate fires. The fire killed off everything, but the post oaks like wide open spaces, well-drained soils, lots of fresh air, and now we don't give them that. And so they're going into decline for all these reasons. And the huge issue is when they die, there's no new post oaks to replace them. So post oak seedlings have to have bare soil. Those fire and native grasses, which are clump grasses, provided bare soil. So you don't see volunteer post oaks in lawns. You don't see them in Bermuda grass or Bahia grass pastures. You don't see them in pine forests. And so there's no recruitment. And so what people think is all the post oaks or something's killing all the post oaks. Well, everything's dying. Every tree, every oak. You and I are all going to die. The problem is there are no baby post oaks because we've completely changed the environment now. So it's not some massive disease or insect infestation. Post oaks are dying for numerous reasons. The problem is there are no baby post oaks. You can't buy post oaks at the nursery. You don't buy post oak seed. And I can hardly show you any place in the post oak savanna where there are baby post oaks because of massive land use changes, pastures, timber forests, lawns, landscapes, and nobody burns anymore when we used to have natural fires. And so it's not really a good situation. There's not really a good answer to it because I really doubt we're going to get people to do prescribed fire. Some people will, and there are lots of agencies that can teach you how to do that. But trying to grow post oaks and irrigated lawns with ornamental plants from Eastern Asia that like moisture is not a very good fit. So not a great answer for you to dealing with, but post oaks are declining all over the state, and they're a beautiful tree. Unfortunately, not beautiful enough that they sell them in the nursery trade. They're not known for fall color. They're not known for flowers, and they're really slow growing, so you can't go buy a post oak. But we have them. We need to look after them, and the best way to do that is not irrigate, not disturb them, and try to cultivate the babies when you see them because there is no other place to get them.